Ooh, he's switching it up with the iced coffee today. Oh boy. I'm really playing up the coffee thing, okay? I like coffee. What's up, guys? John Moon with Buy Me a Coffee. Welcome to the first of 3 videos where we're going to be touching on the subject of community. Community. This word has been just thrown around everywhere. It seems to be the buzzword right now, especially in the creator space. You're gonna hear me say it a million times, and for good reason, because it's a big deal. So we're gonna break it down into the what, the why, and the how. With this video being simply, what is a community? All right, what is a community? Obviously, this word is, been around for a while. It's nothing new, although it has taken on some new meaning in this creator space. By definition, a community is a group of people with shared values. Could also be shared interests. They share something, a common goal, a common bond. Building community is something that has been around for a long time, and it's something that major corporations have been implementing in their business model, and it's been widely successful for them. Companies like Starbucks, Gymshark, Adobe, PlayStation all have a community branch that helps link their users. But now this sense of community is starting to trickle down from these major companies all the way to individual creators. Anybody who's trying to build anything online is gravitating towards this community model. So that's what we're gonna focus on here, because even at a micro level, with individual creative people such as yourselves, you can benefit from the community model too. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about these groups of people with shared values, except in an online setting. Online communities can be found on, social media platforms like Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, but I don't want to talk about those. Building a community on a Facebook, like via a Facebook group, is kind of like renting a house. It's not really yours, and you have to abide by the rules, in the lease, or in this case, abide by the rules in the platform. So the types of communities that I want to talk about are the ones that are on these more decentralized, closed platforms like Discord, Slack, Circle. These are community owned. So instead of renting the house, you're now buying the house. You own the house. You're not having to rely on the social media platforms anymore. I mean, although they were good to get that foot traffic, but you had to play by their rules. Now with these other platforms, forming a community is entirely customizable. Look, there's gonna be an entire other series of videos that touch on this. I'm not gonna go into it now, but with the dawn of what's called Web3, like this new phase of the internet, which includes things like crypto and social tokens, this concept of community is going to be huge, and it's going to create a lot of opportunity for creators. But we'll get there. Let's just understand the concept of community first. Okay, so we have the communities, they're in these closed platforms. Now what? Like, what's going on in these communities? Is it just like a group of people just f***ing around and talking to each other? Well, yeah, that's part of it. In fact, there are 4 key reasons why people are part of communities. The first one is exactly that, just, people being around each other, networking, becoming friends, socializing. People are starting to talk to one another again. For a while, the internet was just this kind of mindless scrolling, and it still is. With the amount of information at our fingertips, it's addicting. But what's nice is that people are starting to crave that connection again, especially after being in lockdown for so long. I mean, who knows if that's getting any better. It's not really getting better, but the point is, people want to actually interact with each other again. And what better way to do so than in a community with people who share the same values and interests as you? So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 why people are in communities is for the information, the educational aspect of it, to learn something. If you're, like in the fitness world and you're a fitness creator, you might create a community where you're actually, teaching people, giving people information, educating them on how to get swole. This works for other things too. Self-help, self-improvement, business, finance, fintech. There's something that you as a creator can teach people. Right now, maybe you're relying on either YouTube or TikTok to kind of convey your message and teach people that way, but you're kind of just speaking to the void. I mean, you might have a following, but like, you don't really know who out of that following is actually listening. So that's what's nice about kind of starting to form a community of people, is that you can not only kind of bring those like-minded people together, but then you can just teach them on a more intimate level. So that's number 2. Third reason why people are part of a community is to feel like they belong to something. FOMO is a bitch. I have it myself. I'm a big music guy, so if I see like friends of mine who go to this concert for this artist that I really like, I'm jealous. I wish I was there, surrounded by all those people that like that artist. I mean, it's a good feeling, know, these online closed communities are a great way to like make people feel special. Taylor Swift has her Swifties. Josh Groban has had his Grobanites. Is he still singing? I don't know. Justin Bieber and his Beliebers, is that still do people still call themselves that? Anyway, you know, it's being part of something cool like that. You can, and in a community, you know, as a creator, you can offer cool things to your members. If they like what you do, then, you know, they're gonna want more. Offer them exclusive stuff, you know, offer like tiered things like, you know, oh, I'm a super fan. It's cool, it's cool. The fourth reason why people are in communities is for just the sheer entertainment factor of it. You're a musician, or you're a visual artist, or a gamer. People love the stuff you do, so, you know, find your most loyal fans, put them in your community, entertain the f*** out of them. And you know what? They're gonna entertain themselves too, because they're amongst their own. Really, when you think about it, it's not so much a community as much as it is like a cult, but like the best possible cult, and like least f***ed up form of a cult. I hope. Don't be f***ed up, okay? Don't. So that is, in a nutshell, what a community is, at least in the online setting. As a creator who, you know, is trying to find ways to monetize their passion, this model is going to end up benefiting you more than if you were to try and build some, like, fandom with 1 million followers. And that is what we're going to touch on in the next video, which is, why is it so important to have a community? So stick around for that. Damn, I'm sweating. I'm gonna wear a flannel. Flannel and iced coffee doesn't make any f***ing sense. If you like this video, then feel free to subscribe to Buy Me a Coffee and follow us on social media. We're also starting to do regular discussions on Twitter Spaces, where we bring creators on to talk and share their experiences, as well as exploring the future of the internet and all the new and exciting ways that you're gonna be able to make money as a creator. But as always, the first and easiest step that you can make to doing that is by setting up a Buy Me a Coffee. It's the easiest and least pressuring way to just say, hey, if you like what I do, buy me a coffee. And if you don't drink coffee, then well, that's a red flag. Just kidding. Oh, God, I'm hyper today. Okay, signing off. Cheers.